Hi everybody, welcome to Campground Cuisine. I'm Cindy and thank you for visiting my channel. Y'all, I'm in my kitchen. I'm not traveling for a couple of months, so I thought I'd take a little bit of time to do a look back, if you will, at a lot of the amazing cooking gadgets, utensils, and tools that I've come across over the last 7 months camping and traveling and going to meetups. I tell you, the people that I've met at places like Butterfly Tracks meetups, Out on a Limb with Kim meetups, and Debbie Jean's Van Life Scene meetups have been so fun. Oh, let me not forget the Flamingo Takes Flight group that I just left in South Carolina. So a lot of the ladies that I've met have been so nice to show me different ways they're cooking, actually teach us their recipes, give me recipes, and also share with me the different utensils or gadgets that they're using while they're traveling and camping and just having a great time. Y'all, I think I compiled 20 different cooking gadgets that are available to us as campers or van lifers to make our cooking life a little bit easier, and all kinds of variety. So I hope you stick around and watch the video. I think you're going to learn a lot. You might even see some of your friends and ladies that you've met at previous meetups and different campouts. So I'm going to start with 4 things I use. And these are 4 things that have been around since the beginning of campground cooking, probably, especially this Dutch oven, but we'll get back to this last. Y'all, my parents went camping when I was younger. We did van camping as we would travel across America, but I wasn't involved in the cooking. So a lot of this is news to me. But I do remember, and my dad gave me this one-eye single propane cooker. It ended up not being enough for us, so we ended up buying a 2-eye propane cooker like this Ozark model here. It's amazing. It works independent. The 2 sides are independent, or they can go at the same time. So if you have a larger group you're cooking, or you have multiple pans, that might meet your need. But for me, and I would imagine most people, a single eye, whether it's tall like this or a smaller unit that you'll see later in the video is another example, they work fine for most of us. Now, you don't always have to cook with butane or propane. We'll be seeing some electric and solar tools, but I enjoy using fire and the embers and coals to do some cooking. So my good friend Carol introduced me to this great thing. This is a pie iron. It's basically a cast iron clam, and you just set it over embers or over a rack over a fire, and you can cook hamburgers in this, breakfast foods in it. She showed me how to make an apple pie. I mean, how amazing is that? And you can check out that video on my channel. I also made a video when I was cooking brownies in this. So, I mean, it's so versatile. There's so many different ways you can go with this. She told me they used to make pizza. Just get some dough, some, tomato sauce, cheese, pepperonis, and just fold it up, cook that in there, and they had pizza pockets. So fun, and especially if you have little ones, they're going to have a blast. Now, this is my last acquisition. I got this cast iron Dutch oven at Academy Sports for like $18. That was crazy. This is a 5-quart Dutch oven, and it even has the lip on it so that when I put coals or embers on top, so we get that good radiating heat to bake, and I put it on top of coals or embers, so I mean it is going through the whole cast iron, you can bake in this. Now, sure, you can put this over the grate and fix some chili or stew or even cook a whole chicken. I mean, you can do anything with a Dutch oven. I use it for baking. So the things I've used on this, we've made biscuits, we've made cinnamon rolls, chocolate chip cookies, a peach dump cake or cobbler, if you will. And then we also did a big old brownie at the last meetup, where we also did the Girl Scout recipe for making ice cream at the campground. So that was a super good treat, a great hot chocolate brownie with some vanilla ice cream. Super, super good. So here's my 4 utensils. There's 16 more. You got to stick around and check them out. You're going to be amazed at what's out there. You might even see something that will help you get started or improve your options, or maybe you'll learn something you've never seen before, because I sure did. Y'all, come and get you some campground cuisine. Stick around, learn what's out there, make your trips easier, have some fun, and I hope I get to see you at some meetups or campgrounds. And thank you to everybody who's watched my videos, liked, and subscribed. And be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks, y'all. This is my good friend Marsha's new cooking tool to me. This is crazy. She is shaking and baking at the campground. So I'm going to go to Marsha. She's going to tell us all about how this works and how she's used it before. Hey, Marsha.
Hello. It's just a low-tech solar oven. I've actually had it for quite a few years. And it doesn't get really hot. I have another one with a big box that I use, and I put my sunglasses on because it's bright in there.
Yeah.
My other one, I have to wear sunglasses because it has reflections all the way around.
Wow.
It heats up better if you have black, and I do have some small black pans. I have an enamel pan, but I'm heating up egg bites for the ladies to have for
yeah,
breakfast
we're having a brunch today. It's getting fancy up here at Mill Dam.
So it's probably only been out here for 10 minutes maybe, and it's already up to 150 degrees in there.
And so did you put that in there, or does it come with it?
It comes with it. It
Nice.
comes with this rack. It actually has 2 racks, so you can stack them. And it had 2 pans, just flat pans.
This is really cool. I mean, if you're primitive, especially, or like here where we don't have a lot of opportunities to use up very much electricity for the because we're here for so long, this is ideal. And on a day like today, it's about 10 o'clock. It's getting a little toasty for the winter time, but hey, we're in Florida. Take advantage of it.
Yes.
Well, this is great. Thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to, I've heard about your cooking, so I'm excited about the bites. And then double time to be coming from something so cool. Okay, friends, we'll check out the next one. Thank you, Marsha.
You're welcome.
From the Dash series, and this is the small little rice cooker. And is this also the Dash series?
That's a Dezin cooking pot.
Okay, and it has controls where you can do the temperature and everything. Both of these plug right into your power source if you're camping, or you can plug into the shore power at a state park. We're going to be making little smokies and some grits. So we're going to let the fun begin, and my good friend Danny is going to walk us through the process of cooking with these 2 new tools. Take it away, Danny.
Okay. And we're going to put some butter.
Yum.
And I'm going to put a good scooping because we're making 2 bags of grits.
Okay.
So there we go.
Everything that starts with butter
Is good.
is good.
Everything. Okay. So, what flavor?
Cheese.
Okay, that makes it easy.
Cheese grits are the best.
So, I'm going to start off with 1 bag
Okay.
of cheese grits.
Uh-huh.
And it's kind of windy, so it may blow away. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because if I add too much water, I could always add more grits.
Okay.
Okay. Is it cooking? Oh, I gotta put the lid.
It won't cook without the lid?
No, it won't.
That's cool.
This on.
It's hard in the sun to see if the power's on.
There it goes. Okay, so that should heat up. There we go.
Okay, so we got it cooking.
Start the other one.
Okay, now we're starting on the Dezin hot plate, little frying pan. Again, everything starts with butter. I love it.
Yummy butter.
And this is also plugged in. Look, it's already sizzling up and melting that butter. This thing ain't playing, y'all. All right.
I'm actually going to have to lower it a little.
That's great that it has such sensitive settings. You can change the temperature. And in go the smokies.
We'll do the whole pot. In
go the smokies. All right, right, it's time to check in on these grits. Ooh, look it through the glass. Ooh, go ahead, Danny. Oh, come on, look at that. That is awesome.
So should we add a little bit more grits so it's not so watery?
I don't know. You're the chef.
Let's see.
Maybe a little bit.
A little.
All right, we'll be back. And everything's ready to go. All right, Miss Danny, let's get this scooped up into a nice little plate here for you. Oh, yeah. Yum, yum. Now some little smokies. These things have been working hard, y'all. Look how awesome. And they did not, it was about 10% of this Jackery, thank you so much, of this Jackery 1000 to cook all of this was about 10% of the energy. And it probably could have been done in a little bit less, but we were doing a couple experiments on settings. So definitely not killing you on the juice if you use these two even at the same time. Okay, on to the next way of cooking. Danny, thank you so much. I can't wait. Bye-bye. Hey y'all, I just met up with my new good friend Brandy. This is her channel on YouTube, Happy Adventurous Life. I love the pun. And she's got all kinds of great things about her travels on there. So y'all check it out. But today, Brandy is going to share some foods and tools that she uses in her travels, in her van life. She's in a beautiful Dodge ProMaster. She's got it all set up. It's great. The colors inside are fantastic. She's got her new butterfly towel that she got at this meetup. And so she is ready to share some knowledge with us. So Brandy, take it away and tell us about these great foods as well as cooking appliances you like using.
All right. Well, the foods, these are fantastic for a van lifer because they're already cooked. And the only ingredient that's in them is the actual meat and salt. That is it. And they have an amazing, fantastic flavor. What I do is, like this will give me 2 meals. Each one of these will give me 2 meals, sometimes 3, depending on what I do with it. But like I do quesadillas with the beef and the pork.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And the ground beef, what I've done with that is I've cooked in this pot. I put the ground beef in there. And then I put in green peas and also black-eyed peas.
Oh, okay.
And I make a meal out of that. And this is, let's see, it's by D-E-Z-I-N. Dezin.
Got it.
It has a 250 and a 600. I've just only used the 250.
Sure.
It will also steam you vegetables.
Wow.
Comes with the cover.
Wow.
And it is a plug-in.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, all of your appliances that you're showing us are going to be plug-in.
Yes.
So if you don't have a setup to be able to provide this type of energy, it may not be for you. But for folks that are camping at state parks and such, they have outlets right there at the site. So it's wide open if you're doing that type of camping.
And anybody with even a small battery, like I have a Jackery 500. And on some of these, the Jackery 100 would even do them.
Oh, wow.
Because they're not very big. Now this one's a waffle maker. Also is beautiful for grilled cheese or any sandwiches. I've done grilled ham and cheese in there. Does beautifully. It is a dash.
Okay.
My Mini Dash. And it shows, let's see, it's not very many.
That's 12 volt. Maybe, no, 120.
Yeah. And I did get these at Walmart for like $8.95.
Right.
That is it. Not bad. This My Mini, I think Walmart is trying to steal from them. This is actually, the name brand on this is Nostalgia. Down there. It's Walmart's brand of the Dash.
Okay.
Now this one is the one I use the most.
Okay.
Because what I have done with this one is I will cook my breakfast sausage.
Okay.
My patty breakfast sausage here. Now I'm not going to be very healthy, but that's okay. Then I fry my eggs in the sausage grease in here.
Okay.
Okay. And then the top part of it is big enough. I just wipe it out when I'm done with
Sure.
the food, just wipes right out. I put water in here, and in just about 5 minutes, while I'm getting my plate all ready, the water boils for my coffee.
Nice.
And it's perfect for my camp cup.
Nice.
It's perfect for that. Instant, but
Sure. I'm an instant drinker. Don't worry about it.
all right, and it comes with
A
that.
lid also.
And this one is nostalgia.
That's fantastic.
And this one is another dash. Now the dash also has a much smaller griddle, but I couldn't find it.
Okay.
So I ended up getting the bigger griddle, and it can.
You can do a lot in there.
Oh, you can do an awful lot in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, making the quesadillas. Oh yeah, the quesadillas.
That's
in here,
awesome.
with the meat and the cheese, and I grow microgreens, so I put the microgreen in there as well.
Wow.
See, there's just a few left.
Wow. Well, I saw you had a real plant, which was shocking most of the time there.
No, that's not.
It's not
That's
real?
plastic.
That's
yeah.
funny. It
Yeah.
looks real.
That's plastic, yeah. But yeah, so most of my, and then this item is also a plug-in, but it boils water, and you can fill it up. It's got the max line. You fill it up, you close it up, pop this so that it can boil, plug it in, and in about, this one's quick. This one is about 2 minutes, if that, even if that.
Yeah.
And that is enough to make this with a little bit extra.
Right.
But it's real quick with the boiling the water.
Okay. And over your shoulder, I do want to point out, she is my winner of Prepared Hero. She's got the fire blanket. So if there is a fire emergency in here, whether it's cooking or something else, she is able to throw the fire blanket over there. We're probably going to do a episode about fire safety as we're traveling and cooking. You know, some people are cooking inside their rigs, some are cooking outside. If you're cooking outside, it doesn't mean there's not a fire risk. So we'll be talking about things like that later, but I'm so glad to see that you have that. I've seen fire extinguishers in other people's rigs, so that's
I do
good.
also have 2 fire extinguishers.
Right.
One up here and one in the back.
Perfect.
And see, it's good too because I burn incense. It's inside the bottle.
Ah, yeah.
But if it were to fall,
Yeah.
fire is, and I also burn candles.
Nice.
So definitely gotta have safety.
So folks, we just came to Brandy's rig to learn about all her cooking essentials, her dashes and my minis, and the way she's using them. And I mean, it's endless what you can do with these different tools. You can cook just like you do at home, just differently, smaller. Because especially if you're traveling alone, solo travel, doing a little van life, a little van vacation, these are the perfect things that you can just pull over and have a lovely meal using all of these different tools. Friends, I'm continuing the solar power cooking. I mean, we've got a beautiful day down here. So let's check out another way to cook. This is my good friend Jules and her GOSUN solar cooker. Y'all, this looks space age, like some type of aliens fixing to bop out of it, but in reality it's just going to be some real good hot dogs. There's my friend Jules. So tell us about it.
Well, this is for something like if you're going hiking or if you're going somewhere, you set this into the sun and you line up the dot right here, the dot, and you put the hot dogs in, you put it in, and you let it sit.
And you gotta love a dog on a hiking trip. Classic. Oh, so it's got a little carriage that
And
it goes
these are
in.
big hot dogs. I'm gonna have to break this one, sorry, because it's not gonna fit.
So no foot longs.
No foot longs, no, I'm not gonna make it.
All
And
right.
after you get it lined up,
It just goes in the cylinder.
Solar gadget. Unbelievable.
and then you make sure it's lined up.
Yeah.
The sun will do its trick.
That's cool. And the sun is going to work hard today. I mean, this is a beautiful, even a couple little clouds, but this is some hot sun coming down. All right, so we're going to come back in a little bit and check out the solar cooked hot dogs.
This hot dog's done.
Y'all, it's been an hour. Julie says it's done. She's gonna pop open the cylinder. Oh, come on. Look at that. That's done. And you can even flip it halfway through, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's hot.
Okay, well, put it down. Oh. Little technical challenges here. Yeah,
Now you
there's
have yourself
one.
a hot dog.
There's one. Look at that. Look at that char on there. And that was in an hour in the sun while you're hiking or doing or playing games, taking a nap. The solar GOSUN is working for you. All right, Julie, thank you so much for showing us this incredibly unique cooker. And you were saying that there was other things you've cooked on it.
Vegetables in here, potatoes in here. You can cook meat too. There are bigger ones,
Uh-huh.
but I'm a single person, so
Sure, this is
I cook
perfect.
little.
Thank you so much. All right, we got to get back to our dogs. So this is my good friend Missy. She is going to share her New Wave induction cooker and how she uses it at the campground and in all her travels. So Missy, take it away.
Hello everybody. This is brand new to me. It's a New Wave induction cooker and it has several different settings.
It sure does.
Low, medium, high. It is the wattage. I like to use it on low medium, which is 175 degrees, which takes about 650 watts.
Okay.
I think that's the most efficient for heating things up, which
Okay.
is mostly what I do. You can cook in it, and I have. I've even cooked reheated pizza in it, and it was crispy on the bottom, and the
Nice.
cheese was melty. So
Yeah.
that's, it's been fun. to
Outstanding.
use. So it's hooked up here to a power bank.
Okay.
I have a little different power bank. Mine is 1800 watts, and it uses about 10% to heat something up.
Okay.
So all you really do is press start, press medium low, and it shows me that it's going to heat to 175 degrees.
I see it.
And then you need to have pots and pans that work with induction cooking, but several kinds work. So as soon as you put it on the cooker, there's no heat at all, but as soon as you put it on the induction, it starts heating up. And we can check to see how much power it's drawing.
Might need to touch the button. There you
Yeah.
go.
It's not drawing yet, maybe because I don't have food on it. There's an error, so probably that's the case.
Okay. Good to learn. And now it's
And we
changed.
have some leftover delicious rice
Yes, some rice and beans.
and black beans.
Yes,
Cubanos.
arriba, arriba.
Cubanos,
Sí, como no.
moros y cristianos.
Oh my. Let's not get crazy with the Spanish. And that's a lovely campground cuisine apron you have on. We want to
Oh,
feature
yes.
it. You're the
Isn't it
first
beautiful?
person to don the apron. Outstanding.
So you can tell that it's cooking. I can hear just a little bit of fan sound that tells me that it's started. So already I see steam coming out of here. So just in 4 or 5 minutes, I think it's ready to go.
I think it is too.
You can hear it sizzling.
Oh yeah.
And it looks delicious.
Oh,
I think Cindy's going to share her lunch with
I
me.
didn't say that.
So
Yum.
it's ready to go. So I'm going to
Outstanding.
turn it off.
Or if you lifted it up, it would turn off.
Oh yes, it would absolutely just
And is
stop
it
cooking.
hot to touch now?
I still feel a little warmth, but in a minute it won't be hot.
That's really cool. Yeah,
Yeah, it's fine.
that's cool. Or
Already.
yeah.
So
Well, Missy, thank you so much for sharing this with us at Campground Cuisine. It's just another way you can cook at the campground. We're looking for them all. Y'all take care, and thank you, Missy.
have fun, everybody.
So here's to add to our cooking tools that I have never seen before. We're actually looking at a little oven. So this tool is going to be using your standard gas stove that you're going to be using out at the campground, and it's an actual little oven. And we're going to be making some cinnamon rolls, which I've been wondering, how can you make something like this at the campground? Well, this is how. So my good friend is going to start putting the cinnamon rolls popped right out of the can, which is homemade to us, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're going to get that fire started. We actually lined this with some aluminum foil so it doesn't stick, which is a super great idea.
But they do make the silicone liners that go in here. They're just, oh yeah, as a camper, they're at home.
Okay.
And the other one's in transit.
Get these
Should've put a
on
plate.
here. About how long do you think this is going to take to cook? Just have to peek.
Yeah, we
Okay.
just have to peek. Foil is stopping me from getting these in there right, but we will get them the
It'll
best we
happen.
can in here.
This is really cool. You could bake cookies.
You can make a meal in here.
You can make a meal in this
I
whole
have made a
thing.
stew in here.
Wow.
Potatoes,
Nice.
Cuban style, Papa.
That's
Papa.
right. That's right.
Carne con papa.
There you go. Mi tierra.
Yeah. It's gonna take. How
These
long
look like little turtles in there, the way the
it
pattern.
does, doesn't it? Oh, that's hot.
It's already hot.
Yes, because what it is, it's a funnel.
Okay.
So the steam comes and it creates a vacuum in here,
Uh-huh.
and the heat will go around it,
Oh, and the lid is on, and
Yes.
that's
and that's how you do it. Now with the wind, so we have to protect it.
Sure.
Try to protect as much because
You don't want the heat blowing away.
what do I do with the lid? Oh,
Okay, so now we'll put the lid on this
yes,
and really block out that wind and let her rip, Tater Chip.
that's it.
All right, we'll be back. Okay, we're just checking in. They're cooking. So excited. And now we reveal, ta-da! Beautiful. Look at that. All right, we're going to come back. This baking on the open stove is the bomb. We'll let you know how it is in just a minute. Okay, we've got it all laid out, and now the super fun starts. Putting the sugar. Yum, yum, yum. And it's melting. Yum, yum. Oh yeah, gotta love a cinnamon roll. Okay, so the cinnamon rolls are hot, and now, oh, that belongs to something else, never mind. But we've got the sugar icing on top, and it's time for someone to come get a bite. Who's gonna get the first big bite?
She cooks them, so she gets the first bite.
Okay,
I bought them, I get the second bite.
okay, fair enough.
All right, here goes.
Here goes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's dripping.
Oh, don't tease me. Don't tease me.
Oh, yum.
Is it good inside? It's just right. How long did that take, y'all?
Oh,
How long did that take?
it was 35, now it's 09, so 25, 35, about 40 minutes?
About 40 minutes?
35,
That's not
40
bad.
minutes. 35, 40 minutes.
I am totally impressed with it. They came out baked perfectly, not doughy on the inside or anything. Perfect.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, we're going to move on, but that's baking on the Coleman fire.
Bravo.
Y'all, this is really different. This is a mini grill, a teeny tiny little grill oven, and right now it is cooking up some marinated grilled chicken. And my good friend Robin, tell us a little bit about this.
Well, this is a Unigear grill. It all folds up and fits in this bag.
In that bag.
Along with, I've even got a couple of pieces of wood in there that
Wow.
squeeze in. And I've had it about a year, and I take it out in the woods, and all I have to do is pick up some sticks.
Yeah.
But if I want to cook something that takes longer to cook, or I want a more lasting fire than what you get with fast burning twigs, then I use a few pieces of charcoal or something. And then we get it going with this pocket bellows, which is
That's
a
cool.
telescoping thing. You
Yeah.
could also probably use antenna off a dead car if you wanted to,
Yeah,
but
yeah. But fire needs air.
It
and
really
that's pumping
gets
it
it
right
going.
in.
Yeah.
Without having to get too close to it. Robin, this is so cool. Thank you for sharing this with us. I mean, this is the kind of thing you just don't see every day. And we've learned a lot about something new. And I can't wait for that chicken to get off that grill.
Oh, I know. It's going to be
All right,
good.
thank you.
Uh-huh.
Hey y'all, I'm here with my good friend Kelly. I just met her today at a gathering. We're over near DeLand, Florida at the River Forest Campground. Y'all have seen it before on lots of videos. This is a wonderful place to get together. The St. Johns River is right over there. Look at these oak trees, plenty of gathering area, and of course the famous pavilion. And we had a little time today where folks brought in their gadgets, and Kelly was nice enough to share with us about a little cooker she uses. And so I want Kelly to get started by telling us about the power source and everything about this little cooker. Y'all are gonna love this. This is really cool. So take it away, Kelly.
Okay, this is called the Hot Logic Mini. There's also a larger version, but for camping, the Hot Logic Mini is the perfect size for 2 people actually. The one I bought has an AC plug, and the reason I bought that is so I can use it at home, or I can use it in my vehicle on a small inverter.
Wow, that is super convenient.
They also sell it with the 12-volt plug as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's outstanding. And do you get to pick your fancy case?
Yes. I have a couple of different colors. Red,
Okay.
purple.
Awesome.
So the way this works is it's an insulated bag with a hot plate inside.
Okay.
And then you have your container. I put foil on it to keep it clean.
Smart.
Then you have a container. You can use either glass, stainless steel, or even plastic, because this gets to only 165 degrees.
Okay.
I almost always use glass.
Right.
Pyrex. This is the dinner we had last night. I cooked in here. You just
Oh, it fits
put it in.
nicely.
You
Yeah.
need a tight fitting lid on your container. Zip it up, and you can cook leftovers. Takes about an hour and a half to get very hot. You can also cook from scratch.
Wow. Like what type of things do you cook from scratch?
So one time camping, I made a whole casserole in it.
Okay.
So I first cooked the chicken, and then I took that out, cut it up, and then I put the pre-cooked rice, some cream of mushroom soup, and the chicken.
Because you have to have cream of mushroom soup when you're making a casserole, right?
And then I used it to heat it again.
That's outstanding.
Because I was craving casseroles while I was out on the road.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, you can eat just like you can at home, just differently. Maybe a little more planning, maybe a little more time, but you're still able to make, and especially when you have a tool like this where you can make those decisions. And you were also telling me about cooking meat.
Yes. So even though it gets to only 165 degrees, with time, you can cook from scratch. So like I said, I cook chicken breasts in it for about 3 hours. I even make pork loin in it.
That's the one I'm excited about.
At home, and it's fork tender. It is so
Wow.
good. So yes,
How
I
long does
use
the
it
pork loin? It's a
4
single
hours.
shank?
Yes.
Or whatever the word is,
Yep,
single
like the
piece.
tube thing.
4
4 hours.
4 hours.
Sometimes I turn it halfway. Sometimes I don't.
And you know, if you're at a campground like a state park or a place that does have electricity at your site, which is always really nice, so you can plug directly into that and just kind of set it and forget it while you play in the water or go on a hike with your family. But if you have a larger power station, I think you mentioned you have a 1,000 watt.
That's what I was going to say. This is only 45 watts.
Wait a minute, let me lean in for everybody so make sure they all get. What'd you say?
This uses only 45 watts per hour.
Oh my goodness.
So I run it on my Jackery. And it, in an hour and a half, that uses like 75 watts.
Wow. Because it's a 1,000 watt Jackery?
Yes, yes. Yep. But my favorite way to use this, honestly, is anytime I'm driving to a campsite, I make sure I have food in here, and then it's ready after I set up camp and I have a hot meal.
Wow.
That's how I use it mostly.
That's awesome. So you have a nice setup in your vehicle, your Pathfinder, but for those who don't have a plug in their Pathfinder, having an inverter that can tap into the power from the battery of the vehicle, and it can just be driving and cooking and driving and cooking, and you're not really tapping into your power source. You don't have to worry. You'll have a full charge or whatever when you get there, and you don't have to worry about it. So you can boondock with this. You can camp with some electricity. You can pretty much do everything, is basically what Kelly is telling us right now. Well, Kelly, thank you so much for sharing this with us. I'm going to give everybody one more peek at this little goodie. If you'll take the plate out so we can look at it one more time from the inside out. There it is, a nice little hot plate, and it gets nice and toasty. She even does pizza on that, folks, and she says it gets, you know, it's not soggy like a microwave or whatever. It's nice and warm and toasty, and I tell you what, that's the type of thing I would need while I'm driving and cooking, because like she said, get to where you're going and your meal is ready. So thank you very much. Come and get you some campground cuisine with my friend Kelly, and your Facebook page with your organization is?
I help moderate the SUV/car living and camping women only.
Okay, so we're gonna get everybody going there, and y'all, they share ideas, they support each other, they have gatherings and connect, and just a great way to meet people. So I'd encourage everybody to go check that out. All right, friends, we're gonna move on to the next way to cook at the campground. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you.
Okay, friends, we're at a parking lot party, so you can see the parking lot. And my good friend Peggy has this really cool My Mini toaster, and she runs it off of her power pack, and it doesn't draw a lot of electricity. I believe it's a 200 watt toaster, and so I'm going to pop this little piece of bread down in there and slab some butter on it when it's finished and give you all an eye. So this is, if something you really enjoy is having a good breakfast with some nice toast in the morning, this little booger is going to do it for you. And it also has the darkness style. It's just a standard toaster, but low wattage draw, and you can use it with your power pack. So we'll be back when the toast is ready. Now, y'all, if you know Peggy, she's not going to just put some butter on this toast. She's got an avocado that she scooped out the perfect little portion. She's spreading it on that toast and is going to get out her pink Himalayan salt and season it just right. Peggy, thank you for a great, beautiful avocado toast. Hey everybody, we're back here at River Forest with my good friend Angie. So y'all, she's taking it to the next level here. Talk about a camp kitchen. Angie, tell us about what you have here. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome. I was a caterer for 10 years, so I love to, especially bake. I love to bake. Well, I have an oven. Come out there. I have an oven and I can bake small cupcakes and cakes and things in it, and bread. I can bake bread, and it has a temperature gauge. Has a temperature gauge here, so you can keep an eye on it, and it is propane.
Okay.
I just want to say it's propane.
Do you have a big tank in your rig, or do you use the little ones?
I have a 20-pound propane tank strapped in my side, and I have a long extension. So that I can just hook it up out here.
Y'all, she has a really nice van.
You're so sweet. And I love this one because it has the wind guards already attached to it.
Yes.
So I don't have to worry about it flopping around. And then we have the 2 eyes, and it just serves every purpose I've ever needed.
So your controls are high and medium, low, a little adjustable.
Yeah.
Same thing for the
this is
stove
for the
part.
oven, and these are for the 2 eyes up here.
And then to travel with this, what do you do with it? You close it down?
I just close it down and slide it right inside my door.
Okay.
I did have it with a big pull-out kitchen in the back. Took up too much room. I had to have my e-bike. So.
Well, yes.
So all I do, because the propane tank is stationary, and all I do is just unhook it and put it right there inside the door.
This is crazy. Where did you find this?
On Amazon.
Of course you did.
This was the first thing that I purchased when I bought my van.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, when you're a cook, you need things that you can cook with, so you're happy because you're doing what you love. And this looks like it has taken really good care of you. I am so impressed. Thank you for sharing this with me. This is fantastic.
I cook only with cast iron.
Okay, that makes sense too, because I do too.
Yeah, I love it.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. We have so enjoyed getting to know you. Y'all, this is my good friend Mary Jo, and she loves using this stainless steel Magma propane gas grill. And y'all, she can do some of the best grilling you've ever seen. She's whipping up some Greek Mediterranean kind of chicken right here. She's done racks of ribs. Let me repeat, racks of ribs at the same time on this grill. In another one of my videos, you can check out the Honey Beekeeper barbecued ribs. But y'all, you can use this thing for anything. Put some pots and pans on it and you can cook on the grill. Even put down a flat griddle and you could probably fry eggs and bacon, really anything you'd want. So for a larger group, this would be an excellent choice for cooking at your campsite. I love it. Okay guys, and one of the final ways we're going to consider cooking is the good old butane or propane stove. My good friend Jill is working some magic. We're having a brunch at the meetup.
Absolutely.
Look at this big pan. So tell us about it, Jill.
We have one going on propane and we have one going on butane. So
Oh, okay.
double burners.
Double burners.
So what we've got is a beautiful
Oh my word. Look at that cheese.
with lots of cheese.
Yes,
In a
ma'am.
beautiful pan, but I want to show you what you are using. And this is what happens when you've got beautiful French. Look at those
Get those in the
eggs.
sun for a
Are
second.
they
We get those colors.
not the most gorgeous thing in the world?
Stop it. Talk about Easter eggs.
One of our members here,
Beautiful.
one of the butterfly's daughter has 20 gorgeous chickens. So when these babies, are $9 a dozen
Yeah.
at Walmart, can you imagine what these would be?
We are living-
Fresh, organic. We are living the life.
Yes.
man. Living the life.
The egg life right here at
So
Mill
we've
Dam.
got scrambled eggs going on here, and then we did a baked potato bake the
Yes.
other night, and we had some potatoes that were left over from cooking out on the campfire. And this is what we made with the leftovers. So
Outstanding.
We gotta use it all.
Outstanding.
And we're getting ready to feed all the girls.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Woohoo!
if you look what Marcia has created.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Look at that spread, Cindy.
Look at this. This is professional. Look at these croissants, little hoodies.
And Marcia made egg bites that are still warming up.
And look
over
at
there.
this.
And look at the beautiful
That's
bacon.
awesome. How'd she get it rolled up?
So she did it at home before she came. Another pro tip.
Pro tip. You're right. Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, ladies. Jill, thank you. And Miss Kim out on a limb. We are about to enjoy this. Thank you for all you're doing for the meetup. Let's do it. Bye-bye.